Do not fear God. You will end up misappropriating this money and taking it to be your own, yet it is just what you're using to do the work that you're doing.
So ego is very dangerous to me, and we should avoid the extremes.
This program exists to equip, challenge, and empower men to expand their family leadership capacity for national transformation. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching us from around the world. This is the Inspired Family Leader Program with Samuel A. Bakutana, your host, a certified executive coach, an award-winning leadership consultant, a global speaker and author, the CEO of Inspired Leaders International, which is an international leadership development firm that empowers leaders to transform nations, and your provincial fathers union president. What happens when marriages are filled with egos? And I don't mean those ones, the birds that fly. I mean the character quality within, where people are pulling ropes. What happens if a man can never say sorry when he makes a mistake? What happens if a woman can never apologize when she knows she has done something wrong? What kind of a marriage do you think you will continue to have if you continue to decide to live it arrogantly? This wonderful moment, we are going to talk about the power of humility in marriage. Is humility the same as humiliation, or these things are different? If I decide to be humble in my marriage, will that serve me well, or it will only serve him or her well, my spouse, to speak, and not me? And so many other questions we are here to unravel in their intricate, interwoven nature this wonderful day. And with me, as you can see, is a humble man. My brother, a member of the Fathers Union, Mr. Duncan Tumhami. Good to have you here, my brother.
Thank you, my brother Sam.
How are you, humble man?
I am very humble, by God's grace. Very fine.
Yeah.
I am very fine.
Yes.
How are you?
I am blessed beyond measure.
Amen.
I feel a little tired this evening because I had a very busy day and I was speaking at the GCF annual conference, the Graduate Christian Fellowship annual conference at Makerere University Business School. Nonetheless, within me, I feel so glad to be here to be with you as we have the conversation today.
Yes, we are supposed to be busy, and we thank God.
Yes.
Even me, I had a long day. We had visitations for our children. We have two candidates, senior 6 and senior 4, but we thank God that we found them.
You went there and visited them?
Yes.
Oh, so men also visit children on the visiting day.
I don't miss visitation.
Hey.
There were many other programs,
okay,
but by God's grace, I've always made it.
It could also be a mark of humility for a man.
Exactly, it is.
Go to that school.
It is.
On a visiting day.
It is.
On open day, on a drama day, on debate day, whatever day they call it.
Yes.
To ensure that he is there with the children.
That's very true. It takes humility. And believe me, Sam. You find many women than men.
Oh yes, oh yes.
You find women praying for their boys and girls. There's one visitation we were at, and this man was standing aside.
Yes.
The woman was praying seriously, and we were wondering why. Why is he left out?
Did you get to know why? No. Because he was there.
They were
still
on the side. On the side.
Yes.
Yes.
So what was going on?
I really don't know. Because of course he was close, but he was not participating.
Okay.
Yes.
Because the one who didn't come, but then this one was there.
He came, but he didn't participate in a prayer. Maybe they were taking sessions. Maybe after the mother, the father was coming to pray.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
It could be.
Or that day he had delegated as a good leader.
You can't know.
The vice president of the family. Anyway, it's a joy to have you here today, Duncan.
My pleasure.
Yeah,
My
I would like you to look into that camera and greet the viewers that are tuned in right now, and go ahead and introduce yourself so that people can get to know a little bit more about the humble man that visits children on the visiting day at school.
Thank you so much, Sam. Good evening, viewers, and praise God. And we thank God for an opportunity to live. We can't take it for granted. And I'm happy to be here. I pray that God will really talk to us as we speak, that our marriages shall be built on his firm foundation. My name is Duncan Tumuhamye, as he has said, and I'm married. I'm married to one wife, who is a female. Her name is Comfort, and I call her my comforter. Not because she's comfort, but she's my special gift from God. And I know she's watching. I love her so much.
Hello.
I love her.
My beautiful wife, I also love you.
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
Yes, but that's
Anyway,
a
I
good
was with her just about to 1 hour ago.
that's a good word. That's a good pressure. Yes. And we have 4 beautiful sons, very handsome. We have 2 candidates, one in senior 6, one in senior 4. So we cherish your prayers. And we have 2 others. Our last born is in P3. And we thank God. They are wonderful boys. And we are looking forward to having them turn into men. Responsible and humble men.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I work at UCU, that is Uganda Christian University, in Mukono. I teach in the School of Business. Yes. And I fellowship at Thornycroft Chapel, Chagwe, in UCU, where I've been nurtured. I've been nurtured spiritually. I've grown in UCU, and so I thank God
Yeah.
for UCU.
It's been quite some time.
Yes,
in
yes.
UCU.
I was there when I was young. I was not married. So I want to thank UCU. I want to thank Thornycroft Chapel. I've fellowshipped with brothers and sisters, and I've grown spiritually, and I want to thank God for that.
All right.
Yes, but also we have small projects. We are co-preneurs with my wife. We have family businesses, just to make sure that we add on a small income that we earn, so that we can sustain our families. Education is very expensive. Yes, and we are looking at these children, but also other things, and supporting the unprivileged. So we thank God.
There is a school in Kamwocha, I think that just doesn't have mercy, that school. They put at the gate, they put a writing. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. They put it on the gate.
I'm telling
of the
you,
school.
education has become expensive. Yes, but by God's grace,
Yeah.
we shall manage.
Indeed.
Yes,
Awesome. So let's get to where the rubber hits the road.
yes.
We are here to talk about the power of humility in marriage. Now, for some people, humility sounds like humiliation. Like those words sound like they are
Exactly,
twins.
they are familiar.
Humility,
they sound the
humiliation.
same. Yes,
You know,
yes.
in fact, even a lady was at a function where she had been celebrated for winning something, and they celebrated her, they gave her an award, they prepared the dinner, and people came and clapped and really celebrated her. So when she stood up to give her speech, she said, "You people, thank you so much. I feel so humiliated.
Oh.
Thank you." But she wanted to mean humbled.
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 Yeah, oh
Eh?
dear, oh
But in the
dear.
mind, there was humility and humiliation.
humiliation.
I am, and she was smiling, said, "Thank you. I am so humiliated." But meaning humble.
Oh dear,
Now, to some
oh dear.
people, humility and humiliation sound the same. So help us to first unravel that and get that out of the path.
Yes.
What exactly, in your view, is humility?
Yeah, humility, and as you said that I'm humble. I'm not referring to myself, but to be humble is to have that gentle heart,
A gentle heart.
a gentle heart, a teachable heart.
Quite something. Gentle heart, teachable.
Yes. A teachable heart, a gentle heart. Looking at yourself not above others, but valuing others more than yourself. That is humility. And you know, it is a serious issue. It is a serious issue, and many people downplay it.
Yes.
It's not easy to be humble. Because being gentle, being teachable, I mean, by who? You are being gentle to who? Here we are talking about marriage. And we are talking about a man. Is
So
your wife,
therefore, when you
is
say
your wife
being
going
gentle,
to teach you?
You are being gentle to your wife. When you say teachable, it means you are allowing your wife to teach you.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying it's not as easy, given our cultural and traditional norms. Because ideally, a man should be the teacher. Yes, and every other person should be humble before.
Somebody will ask you, what are you basing on to say that the man should be the teacher?
Traditionally,
Okay.
And
It's even
culturally.
biblical, by the way.
It is even
because
biblical.
Adam was given the instructions,
Yes.
and he was supposed to pass
Yes.
them on to the
Yes.
wife and the children.
exactly, and that's why we get it wrong. We come with that mindset, and we want to apply it in our marriages. I'm a man. Culturally, traditionally, I'm supposed to speak. The wife keeps quiet.
Why was she given a mouth?
Maybe to sing for you,
Oh,
to praise you for being a man.
no.
Yes.
Yes.
But that's humility.
That's humility. So,
Yes.
in other words, we are looking at the aspect of the heart being gentle. We are looking at the aspect of being willing to learn from the
Yes.
other person.
Yes.
While at the same time you are valuing that person even to be, even more important than you in one or
Exactly.
the other.
Exactly.
And I think that's where sometimes we find a difficulty because human beings, we don't want to feel like anybody else is more important. But then the truth of life is that we are not the same. People will always even be better than us in many different
Yeah,
areas.
true. That's very true.
While you are busy talking about how handsome you are, you meet another gentleman, and you look at him, see how suave he looks like, and how well groomed, and you tell yourself this is more handsome.
Exactly. and the Bible is very clear in Paul's letter to the Philippians,
Yes.
in chapter 2, verse 3 and 4. Yeah, where it says that do not do anything out of selfish ambition. But
Don't
in
do anything
humility,
out of selfish ambition.
yes, but in humility, value others above yourself.
Does valuing others above me mean devaluing myself?
Not really.
Because probably that's what they fear that some people
Because
have.
you already have your value.
You are comfortable within you.
Exactly.
That you are valuable.
Yes, you know it. You are created in God's image. You are in charge. If you're a husband, you went and brought a woman. She's your wife, and you know it.
And she also knows it.
Exactly. And she knows it.
You don't have to keep telling her, excuse me, I am your husband here.
Then there you are confusing her. As one of our brothers said. Eh? She knew you were a man. Now you're again explaining you are a man.
Yes.
So she starts doubting and suspecting. Yeah.
Because of lacking that gentleness in your speech.
Exactly.
That makes me want to ask, let's get a little bit deeper here. Now that we are talking about the gentle heart, the teachability, and all this, let's dissect it. In this context of marriage, what would you say are some of the indicators of humility in daily life? In other words, when you look at a husband and a wife in day-to-day living, what are some of the things you can look at and say, yeah, there is a humble man here, there is a humble woman in this marriage?
Now, you see, Brother Sam, many marriages are breaking. And for simple things. Because I'm a husband, I'm a father.
Yes.
What does it cost me to say sorry to my wife?
Your ego. It costs you your ego.
What does it cost me to say sorry to our sons? If I've done something and I realize this is not correct, this is not right, I say sorry. And by the way, they learn it from you,
Yes.
that they should also say sorry. So let's learn to apologize.
Okay.
A marriage that has a wife and a husband that are apologetic, that are easy to say sorry, that marriage will thrive.
They have humble people in there.
Yes, that's humility.
Okay.
Yes. That's humility.
The ability to say sorry when wrong.
Yes. That is the most difficult thing that men can do. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I think it's the devil within us humans.
It's the foreign nature within us.
Exactly. Yeah, but also we should be able to serve, not to wait to be served. Let's be servants in our homes.
So in other words, this is another indicator of a humble person,
Yes.
somebody who takes initiative to serve
Exactly.
the other person.
Yes. Let's not wait to be served. Always want to be served. Serve. I mean, Jesus is an example. He served. He was humble enough to wash his disciples' feet. That was servant leadership. So what's wrong with me joining my wife in the kitchen and we do chores together? Oh, I hear I mean, I do them when she's not around. But even if she's around, why should I sit and chill when she's toiling and I'm waiting for her?
Yeah.
Because I want her. I need her. No. Let's serve.
Taking initiative to serve.
Yes. Let's participate in those chores. Let's be apologetic. Yes, we don't lose anything. We remain men.
Some things don't fall down.
They
when
will
we
never.
apologize.
I mean, they will never. They will never. Yes.
Okay.
But it takes intentionality
It does.
and the grace of God. Yes.
In other words, you're looking at these two big things as the indicators of humility. One, the ability to apologize and say sorry when wrong, but also taking initiative. Initiative to serve the other person or to serve others in a home.
Yeah, not only those, there are actually several. Because you see, as men, we are in charge. We want to be in charge.
Yes.
And so in that we think that we shouldn't share too much with our wives.
In terms of?
In terms of decision making,
Okay.
in terms of planning, in terms of financial decisions, or I mean, our expenditures and incomes. So it takes humility for you to share those details with your wife. Because ideally, when we say that tradition and culturally, I'm supposed to speak, and the wife keeps quiet. So if I don't allow them to participate,
That statement just disturbs me when you say it.
and there are men who still do that, which is absurd. It's very sad. Yes, it's very sad.
Therefore, being able to share detailed information with my wife is a mark of my humility.
Exactly.
Not hiding the
Don't hide
piece of land I bought somewhere, second bank account.
You are
that
hiding
she
it
knows
now
nothing
from
about.
your wife. It's for who? If you died today, what will happen? And these things have happened.
Of course.
These things have happened. Recently, there was a wife who lost a husband and was asking, I have ATMs here, but I don't know any of the PIN.
Yeah.
Yes, she was stuck. So why should we put our families in trouble when we are no more? Have we thought about that? No. Let's be humble enough. Let's be humble enough and share this information. Let's involve our spouses. Yes. By the way, they are very knowledgeable. They are good planners. They are. So we cheat ourselves.
Most of them.
Yes.
Now, I want you to look at this because when we talk about saying sorry when wrong, taking initiative to serve, sharing detailed information, and so on and so forth, there must be some man or woman in his or her mind saying, but why the fuss? Why the struggle? I would like you to speak into that. Why is such behavior important in a family? This behavior of saying sorry when you are wrong, the behavior of taking initiative to serve the other person and lighten the burden, the behavior of opening up and sharing information. Why is such behavior important in a family?
Now,
Must we do this? Can't we live it out? Why is it that important?
you see some
Eh,
outside family, there are several pressures. Some of them you don't have control over them.
Yeah.
Some will come by their own and they will stress you. But in a home where you can manage things and do them according to your convenience, and I mean, you try to be happy. Bring peace. Yes. So we want to live peacefully in our families. Want to live peacefully with our wives. Want to live peacefully with our children, those that have children. We want our homes to be safe space. Not to be stressed at home. You are stressed at work. You are stressed. I mean, everywhere. A home should be a place where you go when you are stressed and you relax and you rest. But that will not work when you are at war with your people at home.
When you have imported Gaza into your home.
Exactly. It's a war zone.
It's Ukraine.
So where will you run to?
That's why they run to bars, run to these service groups like Rotterdam Lions Club, run
Exactly.
to the corporate league,
Exactly.
run to the Chivanda to watch football.
Yes, and those things can be avoided. Yes. We live in harmony. Conflicts will reduce. Conflicts will reduce, and you will see yourselves develop as a family. If you have children, your children will grow in peace. They will grow when they are upright. I mean, because they have people to look at. Yes. But when we turn our homes into wars, why? Because I'm a man. I'm a man. I come and then everybody
because I am an
disappears.
empowering
Exactly.
Yeah.
A woman is a boss. I mean, she has everything. So she comes home and
And the man has to
yes,
get the tail coiled behind
that's not a home. That's not a marriage that God purposed it to be. No. We are taking our own routes.
Yeah.
And we are suffering. And by the way, most people think that that's how things are supposed to be.
Maybe that's what we have seen all over the place happening.
So some couples can't believe that actually you can enjoy your marriage. That you can live in a peaceful home.
Yeah. I one time had that conversation in a training. There were some two ladies, they say, you cannot be in a marriage and you don't have a single problem. I said, but wait, who says every marriage has continuous problems non-stop? Some marriages, they have wonderful seasons when all is well, they are happy. No, that's totally impossible. But of course, I think everybody was speaking from their own experience.
Exactly.
I was speaking from my experience, they were speaking from their experiences.
And of course, that doesn't mean that issues will not come. Yes, definitely, you'll disagree.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, when you have brought or created that environment in a home, even issues that come will find that environment where they will not fit. So they will be resolved amicably, and you find it is even easy to talk to your spouse about such issues.
It is therefore important that we exercise humility in our marriage, because number one, it will bring peace in the family. Number two, it will increase happiness in our marriage. Number three, it will reduce stress in our life.
Yes.
Number four, it will reduce conflicts in our family. Number five, it will improve our ability to develop as a home, as a family.
Yeah.
And number six, it will create a better environment for parenting.
True.
Wow.
That's very true.
Do you remember any specific experience when humility saved a relationship? Whether yours or a neighbor, or any experience you remember, you can remember offhand,
For me,
where humility saved the relationship?
I'm lucky that my wife told me that the word sorry sorts out everything. And so I'm blessed.
So you are the very experience we are looking for.
I am very blessed.
You are the very
She
experience.
cheated
we are
for me
looking
the exams, so I don't struggle. Yes. And it works. It works. Of course, I don't say it just for the sake.
Yes.
No, it comes from my heart. Eh? And so there are many instances where I've come in humility and said, my wife, forgive me, I'm very sorry. And this thing, I'll not do it again.
The last,
We fought.
The first statement sounds okay. The second statement may sound bad to some men. I am sorry I did this. That sounds okay. I will not do it again. And it sound like a boy now, a child.
Yeah, let me-
begging for that the teacher should not beat him. I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of some men and women watching.
Yes. But you see, and to some cases, to some issues, some men will not say them
Yes.
because of their weight. So if you know you've done something bad, why should you think you should do it again? So you are coming to your wife to apologize, but in your mind you think you
will do it again.
anytime you might do
If
it
I have an
again.
opportunity again, I will repeat
I mean, it doesn't work.
You become like the man I know who was chased. He had just cut somebody with a panga and rushed away, and the police ran after him and they entered his house and locked the house. They were banging the house open. They were behind, making sure he doesn't go through the windows. And the guy got a panga, picked another panga. He was inside in his house behind the door. So the soldiers were outside, the other side of the door outside. He got the pangas and did like this, passed the panga on the other. You know that sound it makes?
Yes.
And he shouted and he said, God, forgive me because I'm about to repeat what I just did. Some policemen ran away.
Can you imagine?
In other words, he was saying, God, forgive me because I am going to do again what I know is wrong already.
So that's
so
what
that
is
man
happening.
apologizes when in his heart he knows he's going to do it
Yes.
again at the next opportunity.
Yes. So even your wife will not take you serious.
Yeah, of course.
You can't come once, twice, thrice apologizing for the same thing. No, we must be intentional. We must be serious. Yes, as men. Otherwise, no one will take you seriously. And we've seen this. Said, I'm tired of his stories. It can't be every day he comes, sorry, and he repeats the same thing. Women are complaining. Yes. So what is that? Very big challenge.
Very big challenge indeed. Because the true indicator of real repentance is a change of behavior.
Yes.
It's change of behavior.
Yes.
That leads me to ask, when you look at all these things we've talked about, peace in the family, happiness in the marriage, reduced stress, reduction of conflicts, increased development, better parenting environment, all these, when you look at all these benefits, then you wonder, what really makes it hard for some married people to say words like, I am sorry? What stands in the way of humility, yet we already know its great benefits?
And now you talked about ego. You talked about ego, you talked about arrogance. Okay? But our human nature, let me tell you, if we don't have Christ, we shall not manage this world.
Tell me more about that.
We shall not manage it. I mean, it takes the grace of God for you to be humble. I'm telling you. And so I pity marriages where men don't know Christ, where women don't know Christ. Because I mean, marriage is ordained by God.
And so you can only manage it if you have God in your life.
Exactly. He has to be in the center.
And you have a vibrant relationship with him.
He has to be in the center. Yes. So it becomes very difficult. First of all, we have ego. I mean, men are men. But there are also women who never say sorry.
Hey, you're joking.
Yes. There's one who told us openly, for I had never said sorry to my husband. All my life.
Yeah. Another one told us
they were
we
over 10
in
years
Entebbe.
in marriage.
We were in Entebbe and a woman, and she said it while laughing. She said, for me in my home, I am the leader of opposition. She said, what does that mean?
Exactly. So these things are happening.
Yeah.
These things are
both ways.
happening, yes. Our ego. We are arrogant. But that shows you how I mean, we are taking for granted our marriages. And just as I said, our marriages, our homes should be a safe space.
Yeah.
This is a person you are going to stay with for the rest of your life. Why should you live a life that is confusing and hard and embarrassing and no.
Yet you can do something.
And yet
about
you have control, you can manage. It's in your control. Yes, work with your partner.
It's not an impossibility.
No.
Harmony in a home is not an impossibility.
It's not like I'm going to now to apply for bail and they refuse to give it to you and you go back to prison. And no. We are imprisoning ourselves.
But doesn't that happen sometimes in marriage? Because if I come and I say I am sorry, that's like now applying for bail, and you refuse to forgive me, and then you send me back to prison.
Of course, it takes a humility to forgive your spouse. Exactly.
Takes humility to apologize.
Yes.
Takes humility to forgive.
Yes. Of course, if I apologize and say sorry and you are not willing to forgive me, it doesn't make sense. No. That means forgiveness is not there. So you are not humble either. For mom humble enough to come to you
and say I'm sorry. But
you're not willing to forgive me. So with humility.
Maybe she's coming from what you talked about. Maybe this is my first time of coming to say sorry about the same thing. That's why she's not forgiving.
She doesn't see any difference whether she forgives or not.
I think
those cases are also there.
Jesus gave some guidance on that.
Very many times.
Didn't he say 70 times?
I mean, yes. So maybe those have exceeded. Maybe they have exceeded those times.
He meant in a day. Which human being sins against you 490 times in one day? In other words, God was speaking to us saying, no matter what,
yes,
be humble enough not only to apologize, but to truly keep dispensing forgiveness as often as possible.
Yes.
And I think that's what heals relationships.
True.
Whereby when somebody is humble enough, broken down enough to apologize for anything wrong, also we are humble enough and open enough to dispense the forgiveness.
True.
So that our relationship is healed and we start afresh. We start afresh every day.
Exactly. And you know how you feel relieved when you are forgiven, or when somebody is apologizing to you in humility. After that you feel okay. We are back in our peace. And then you start wondering, why were you even fighting? Why were we even in this silent mode?
Yeah.
The devil.
Why did we have an audio marriage? Audio marriage is instead of audio visual. You see, like now what we are doing, this is audio visual.
Yeah.
You are hearing my sound, but you're also seeing me. But when humility goes away, some marriages become audio marriages. The man faces the other side, the woman faces this side. They keep talking and hearing each other. It's audio.
That is if they talk. That is if they talk. Sometimes talking is not there. They're in the same bed. They eat on the same table, but no talking. Yeah. And so the devil takes advantage of such seasons. That's how marriages are breaking. We need the grace of God.
We need the grace of God.
We need the grace of God.
And we also need to cooperate with that grace, because I think the grace of God is there.
It's there.
Paul says that God kept on telling him that his grace is sufficient. And also Ephesians chapter 4 tells us that the grace has been given to everyone.
Yeah. It's there and it's sufficient. But we neglect it, we ignore it. We don't want to embrace that grace.
And then we turn around and complain why our marriage is not working.
Exactly. I mean, even tell someone, look here, you try to do this, but they seem not to understand. You are trying to show them that there is grace, but they don't understand you.
In fact, those are moments when they look at you, my brother Duncan, for example, when you tell them that, and they say, that one was bewitched. But Duncan, he was put in a bottle. That one, will you say sorry to your wife? That one is bewitched. What do you say to those kinds of men?
They are there.
What's your message to those who think that men who apologize, for example, they are bewitched?
I feel sorry for them. Because you should thank God that your wife bewitched you to love her.
What did you just say?
To love her.
What did you just say?
You want to be bewitched by a neighbor.
You should be happy that you are bewitched.
if my wife bewitches me to love her more, what's wrong with that?
She's helping you to play your role of loving.
Exactly. No wonder she's a suitable helper. But really, if my wife bewitched me, I want to appreciate her. Because I'm enjoying my marriage.
You are shaking. You are enjoying the marriage.
I'm enjoying my marriage.
Yes.
So if it's because of the witches, to God be the glory. To God be the glory.
This is gross.
Yes. Yeah. But that's why we are failing.
Yeah. Yet those who think that they are not bewitched, with all the ego, they are having unnecessary challenges in the marriage.
Issues after issues.
In fact, that reminds me, I wanted to ask this a few minutes ago. I can ask it at this moment. Because you've talked about three things here, the barriers to humility. You've talked of ego, you've talked of arrogance, you've talked of a poor relationship with God.
Yeah.
So when ego and arrogance rule in a marriage, what are the likely results in that marriage?
We've actually talked about some. Because you've seen
Let's
many,
restate them now in a
yes,
a
I mean,
form
you've seen many marriages breaking, and you want to know why. What is behind those consistent breakdown in our marriages?
Yes.
I mean, conflicts will increase. You can be sure. Conflicts will increase. Even a small conflict that can be resolved will seem to be big.
I had a man and a wife who were separated because of a rat.
You can. Now a rat, what?
Now, this is what happened to Duncan. The rat entered the house. They were at the dinner table eating. The rat entered the house. When it entered the house, the woman saw it. So when she saw it, she quickly turned to tell the husband. When she turned like this, she scared it. So it went back. Now, when it was going back, that's when the husband was turning to look there. He saw it going back. And the husband said, "Hey, this was a big rat. It has gone outside." Then the wife said, "No, it has gone inside. It went to our bedroom." Because when she saw it was entering. When she turned to tell the husband, it was scared, so it turned back. By the time the husband turned, it was going. So the husband says, "No, it went out." The wife said, "No, it came in." The husband said, "Do you have eyes?" It went out. The wife said, "Do you have brains?"
Just imagine.
A rat.
But don't you think that was a devil?
I don't know.
I mean, why should?
Why are you? That was a rat, not the devil. Sometimes we blame the devil.
Why should? I mean, why should? At what point should we realize that the devil is coming?
The devil is in our midst. Yes. I think it is when we over-argue over nothing.
Such a thing.
One of our members of Fathers Union in Kamocha told us, a friend, for them it was toothpaste. Toothpaste caused the trouble. The woman grew up in a home whereby if this is the toothpaste tube, when you're going to put on the brush, you start from the bottom. You push from the bottom.
And this one starts from the side.
This one starts at the end, in the middle. So that caused the trouble.
You can imagine. And those small things.
So in other words, you're saying there will be increased conflicts over small things.
Yes. And we're talking of conflicts which are unresolved. Because I mean, a conflict can come, but if you don't resolve it, then it will be trouble. Yes. So conflicts will increase.
Conflicts will increase.
Yes. And I mentioned that this should be a safe space. There will be no harmony. Fight after fight. Children are hiding.
And for me, when you say no harmony, I come from a music background. And when you say no harmony, my ears are disturbed because now I hear tenor, alto, soprano, bass, everybody singing at their own.
Even discord.
When there is no harmony in the music, there is discord, and discord is always very disturbing. In fact, whenever there is discord, the conductor stops the choir. That's why some marriages are stopped.
Yes.
Because there was no harmony, there was a discord.
That's what happens. So why can't you come together and work together? We are partners.
You've talked of the children hiding. How does this happen?
When there are
I
fights,
heard you say it in passing.
when there are fights, they will hide. The man comes and every child, the mother tells them, your father has come. And you see them running. Why? Because there is no relationship. At home, you are not a father.
In other words, when the father enters the home, in the hearts of the children, Bin Laden has arrived.
Exactly.
The terrorist has
There are
come back
many
home.
men who are like that. Even the woman, the wife, will go to hide. Now what kind of life is that? What were you looking for in marriage? Such a life? Couldn't you join the rebels and you go to the bush?
Yeah. It always amazes me when I hear that a man has beaten the wife. That's one thing I've never understood.
I told you.
You got her from her home to come and you...
And what did you gain from beating? After beating, do you increase, do you add weight, do you...
You become rich and wealthier.
Or you become taller, or your hair will come back for us who have bald heads?
Why don't you join the boxing ring and prove that you are a great fighter?
Exactly. Where do you beat? Here, on the thigh, where? In the waist?
Many times they end up beating what they even loved in the beginning. I will
You
not
see?
speak.
So that's the
details.
devil. Me, I've told you. When you reach that extent, just to know that you're full of the devil. You would rather be bewitched. Yes. And so our marriages are dying. Marriages are dying, my brother.
In my mind, I think that some men, for example, and I will say something again about the women, but let me just talk about the men. I think some men, they find it difficult to be humble because they think that when they become humble, they will lose respect. So I would like you to speak into that issue. How can a man be humble without losing respect at home?
Now, you see, humility. Actually, you should be more respected when you are humble. And I hope some women, wives are listening. Because in homes, for us in our home, there are guidelines, there are principles. Where a no is a no. And so much as I'm humble, you will not tell me that we sleep without praying and I say, because of humility, it's okay. No. We must have values as men in our homes. We must have our principles. You can't say my wife is going to come back at past midnight. From where?
From a mothers' union meeting?
Let it happen
an
once.
entrepreneurs forum?
Let it happen once. But yes. And so our humility shouldn't be taken for granted. Let's set boundaries. The do's and the don'ts. For us in our home, when you come, whether you are a maid or you are a son, or you know that Sunday, no one stays at home. We all must go to church. That one.
And when you enforce that, won't somebody say you are arrogant, you are pushing,
No. It's okay.
you are not allowing people to live their life?
It's okay as long as I'm dictating for a right thing.
Now you sound arrogant now.
Arrogant.
What they think you are now not humble.
Because when I leave you home on a Sunday, what am I teaching you?
That there is freedom in the Lord. You can do whatever you want, wherever you want.
And by the way, that's another serious issue. Yeah, but let's have principles. And then we share with our spouses. So that we know that this should be like this. Much as I'm humble, you shouldn't take my humility for granted. Don't mistake me for the say. You see things dying and you fold your hands, you let them happen. No.
Therefore, if I'm hearing you right, just correct me if I'm not getting it right. Are you saying that for a man to practice humility in his family without losing respect, he needs to be able to inject firmness in his humility.
Yes.
So that humility does not become seeing things going a wrong direction and you leave them because you are being humble.
Exactly. That can't work. No. You let everybody do what they want because you are humble? No. Actually, that's when you lose respect. That's when you will lose respect. Because it means your children will not respect you, your wife will not respect you. They will take advantage. Yes. Because everything, as you see, it's taking this direction, it's okay. I'm humble, let it happen. Yes. Let it happen.
So I should be humble, yet at the same time, I am firm in my leadership.
Exactly.
How about on the other side of the wife? There are some women who also had to say bye-bye to humility in their life because they feel that while they are practicing humility, it's like they feel they are overlooked. So how can a wife practice humility without feeling overlooked?
It comes back to how you communicate. Because as I mentioned, when you are free with your partner, you know that your wife is humble. And she also knows. Because, I mean, in her soft speaking, in her smiling, in her humble, gentle
There are
walk.
those who are softly arrogant. When you say soft speaking,
They could be there.
soft speaking necessarily means one is
they
humble.
could be there. No, you see, when you don't have many words and you speak softly, many people will know that you are humble. I mean, you are not shouting. Okay? But in that, when she's communicating openly, she will tell you that, by the way, much as I'm like this, ABCD hurts me.
Yeah.
So you understand her. So that you don't also take her humility for granted. So when she shares openly with you, you will know, okay, this, no. This, I shouldn't do it to her because it will hurt her.
Yeah.
Yeah, many times you may mistakenly think that you can do anything to her, which shouldn't be the case. So let's understand them.
Okay.
Yes.
In other words, the woman should feel confident to be humble without feeling overlooked. And when she feels that maybe she's being overlooked because of her humility, she should be able to open up and share it.
Yeah.
Say, this is how I feel.
I feel
at
bad
this
because of,
moment.
yes.
Yeah.
But also, we need to look at their strength. Because usually when they are humble, you think they are weak. That's another thing that couples, they want to look at someone and they think they are weak because they are exercising humility.
Yeah.
But are you looking at their weaknesses? Why don't you look at their strength? In their humility, what are they able to do? To support you and supplement you and to develop the family. Yes. So let's look at the strength.
We just have about 5 minutes only to end this conversation. And for that matter, I would like you to help us to get to know some daily habits that couples can adopt to grow in this life of humility. We've talked about it. We've seen what humility is about, what indicates humility, why that lifestyle is important, the things that stand in the way of humility, the results that come out of allowing those barriers to happen. All this that we've talked about now going forward. What are some of the habits that couples can adopt so that they can now grow in humility? Now that we know that we need it, we need to develop it. So what can we keep doing as often as possible to grow in the grace of humility?
First of all, Sam, let's put God at our center. In our marriages, we need God, we need Christ. That one we must do. But secondly, let's respect each other. And the Bible tells us to submit to one another.
Yeah.
Let's respect each other. Let's listen. Listening is a big problem.
And a big solution. Listening is both a problem and a solution. In other words, when you don't listen, it's a problem. When you listen, it solves problems.
Yes. So let's listen to our spouses. If you're a wife, listen to what your man is telling you. If you're a husband, listen to what your wife is saying. Many times we don't give time to our spouses. And yet when you're outside there, you are listening to every other person, even those who are telling you nothing.
Yeah.
But at home, you're making a noise for me. You want to be on your laptop, you want to watch news. You want to watch football, you don't want. When will she ever tell you what they want to tell you?
Yeah.
Listen to them. And when they are talking, please shut up. Let them talk. Understand what they are saying. So that when you are responding, you know what you are responding to.
In other words, listen to listen, not to respond.
You can respond later, but
Yeah.
listen to, yes, listen,
To
listen, and
understand.
listen to understand what their concern is.
Okay.
Yes. And then, sorry should be part of us, of our journey. Should be easy for us to say sorry. Because we hurt each other.
Yeah.
In many ways.
Easy, though not simple, but easy.
Yes. Say sorry. And let's put our ego down. Let's lower our importance. I've always said that let's lower our importance. Women, if you are in a big position or you have a lot of money, it doesn't make sense as long as you left your home and came to build your own home. Let's lower our importance. God is faithful.
Yes. What a day this has been. What a conversation this has been. This has been very reflective and meditative. If you've seen the spirit of this conversation today, it has been more of a meditation, has been more of a reflection. And I think that's what we must do concerning humility in marriage. We have to reflect. We have to meditate. Maybe one thing you need to do right now is to think back and reflect on what your ego has cost you so far. The years you've spent in marriage, the months you've spent in marriage with a very inflated ego. Look back and see, it must have cost you a lot of things. Has cost you peace, has cost you harmony in the home, has cost you many things, has cost you things in the bedroom, has cost you things in the sitting room, has cost you a lot. Why not review, renew, and relaunch?
Yes.
We now have a roadmap of 5 things, put God at the center, because without that divine empowerment and enablement, these things are not so easy to do. Secondly, mutual respect. Respect your wife. Wife, respect your husband. Number 3, active listening. Listen to each other. Number 4, ability and willingness to say sorry, to apologize when you are in a wrong, and finally, to lower our self-importance and also esteem others as important. That's very critical. I want to leave you with some scriptures and also some quotes as we wrap it up. James chapter 4 verse 6, Proverbs chapter 3 verse 34, 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 5. All these 3 in essence, they speak about how God opposes the arrogant, the proud, but he gives grace to those who are humble. Philippians chapter 2 verse 3, he talked about it. It says, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others about yourselves. There was a man called C.S. Lewis. He said, humility is not thinking less of yourself, it is thinking of yourself less.
Wow,
that is very philosophical.
That's a good one.
You have to unravel it for the next 1 hour. Humility is not thinking less of yourself, but it is thinking of yourself less. Socrates said, pride divides the men, humility joins them. Indeed, even when it comes to a marriage, pride will divide the husband and the wife, separate you. But humility joins you together. Gary Thomas says, marriage is a direct assault on our foundational spiritual weakness, which is pride. Wow. Mike Tyson, the one you know, who was good at boxing, he said, if you are not humble, life will visit humbleness upon you. In other words, we shouldn't wait for the breakdown of the marriage to humble us. We should humble ourselves so that the marriage can continue to thrive. And finally, Lisa Takist said, humility opens the door of opportunity. When we exercise humility in our marriages, we are opening the door of opportunity. Opportunity for peace, opportunity for harmony, opportunity for happiness, opportunity for reduced conflict and reduced stress, opportunity for increased development and a better environment within which we can parent our children while living together in sweetness. May you have a humble marriage. Bye-bye.
Just one wife. That you need the leadership skills of a general.
Yes.
To lead an army of one woman.
So we have to take a lot of pain, a lot of effort to teach children how to get along with one another.
Your raw material is money,
Of course.
but it is not your money.
It is not
That is
yours.
the biggest challenge. So if you do not fear God, you will end up misappropriating this money and taking it to be your own. Yet it is just what you're using to do the work that you're doing.
So ego is very dangerous to me, and we should avoid the extremes.
This program exists to equip, challenge, and empower